All right, I want to welcome everyone to our live Saturday morning presentation. Everyone should be able to see my screen. We're going to be looking at creating cash flow through our customers and our distributors, and that's the time that we're going to spend today. This is live, so if you do have questions, feel free to ask me questions. You can do it while we're doing the presentation, or you can wait till the end of today's presentation. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is basic business, but I just need to say this because unfortunately people don't understand this concept. The goal of every business is to create the needed cash flow to successfully operate your business. The only business that I know of that is not able to do this is our federal government. All local governments can't do more than what their revenue base allows them to do. State governments sometimes push that a little bit. But our federal government is the only organization I know of that spends more money than it actually takes in. Businesses cannot do that. If you have a business, our Synergy is a business, then you need to understand how to create the needed cash flow so that you can successfully operate your business. And that cash flow is going to come from your customers and it's going to come from your distributors. So your customers create cash flow through what are called elite rebates. Now, for the markets like Barbados, your net profits that you make off of selling a box of Pro Arginine Plus, that can be used to generate your sales. And in that generation of sales through your customers, that for Barbados is what's going to create your cash flow. That doesn't work in the United States, but it does work very well in Barbados. And I'll show this in a little bit as we go through today's presentation. So the goal of every network marketing business is to create additional cash flow that can lead to long-term financial independence. And and that's where your distributors come in. The people that you bring into Synergy worldwide, those active distributors create additional cash flow through basic commissions, mega matches, and leadership bonuses. And it's that building of your organization that's going to give you that additional cash flow that can then lead to long-term financial independence. So in Synergy Worldwide, we have the unique opportunity to do both. We can develop a customer base that provides us cash flow through the elite rebates, and we can develop an active distributor base that provides us with cash flow through basic commissions, mega matches, and leadership bonuses. So it's our job to help our active distributors understand how they can create cash flow through building their customer base. And then, as I'm going to share in today's presentation, working as a distributor to reach the gold level in Synergy Worldwide. Now, none of these benefits can be realized unless we implement a plan of action. A plan of action that acquires customers to create the needed cash flow, and a plan of action that helps your active distributors create the needed cash flow for them to stay in business. And that's what we're going to spend our time on this morning and discussing how to do this. So let's start with understanding where your strategies are, and that's oursynergyfamily.com. That URL, that website that we developed is for our organization. We don't restrict that website to just our organization. Anyone in Synergy Worldwide can go there, and they can then go to these dedicated pages that provide specific marketing strategies for nitric oxide therapy, with our product of choice being Pro Arginine Plus, weight management with our product of choice being the Biome Core Kit, natural energy, where our product of choice is the E9, immune health, where our product of choice is the Immune Booster, cholesterol concerns, where our product of choice is metabolic LDL, or athletic performance, where again our product of choice is Pro Arginine Plus. And at the bottom of each of these pages is the following. There are two key goals to focus on in growing your Synergy Worldwide business. They are build your customer base to 10 customer orders per month, and then build your Synergy business to reach the gold level. Those are your two goals. That everything that you're doing in Synergy Worldwide to build your Synergy business if you focus on those two goals, and then teach your distributors to do the same. So if I've got distributors on my left side of my organization, I've got distributors on my right side of the organization, and if I personally sponsored them, then I want them to understand how they can reach these two goals. 10 customer orders per month through their customer base, and build their synergy business to reach the gold level. And then for the people that they bring in the synergy worldwide, help them understand that they need to teach their distributors those same two goals. 10 customer orders per month through their customer base and reach the gold level in their synergy business. And if you focus on these two goals and teach these two goals to all your distributors, then you will fuel all the rank advancements that are in Synergy Worldwide. And you'll be able to maximize the Synergy Worldwide dual linear mega match compensation plan. So let's start with creating cash flow. So ask yourself, and every distributor you bring into Synergy Worldwide, this question: how much cash flow do you want each month? Now, if a person tells you, I want like $5,000 in cash flow, well, let's be realistic. That's not going to happen right at the beginning. Maybe eventually you can get through there as you understand what I'm going to show you today. But initially, help them understand how to set a realistic amount. So $500 is a realistic amount to be able to set as a goal, to be able to create cash flow through your customers on a monthly basis. So what does that look like? Well, it means that you need to, through personal sales, through customer sales, because personal sales, monthly auto ship, and customer sales, all those sales, the CV that's generated through those sales is all attached to your tracking center one. So if you want to earn $500 a month in cash flow, then you have to have 2,150 CV attached to your tracking center one. And the reason why is because the way that Elite Rebates work is any CV that's above 150, you start earning a 25% return on that CV above 150. Now, it resets every month. So if I have 2,150 CV by the end of the month, and I subtract out that 150 CV threshold, I'm left with 2,000 CV at 25% return. That's where I get my $500. So it's really important to understand this aspect of Elite Rebates for here in the United States. As I say, Elite Rebates work really well here in the United States because people in the United States buy on wholesale. In Barbados, this doesn't work well. But what I'm going to show you for Barbados does. In Barbados, what works well is to directly sell to your customers and sell at retail to your customers because you've been able to acquire the product at the lowest cost possible. And the difference between your cost for the product and what you sell it for creates the cash flow, the net profit that creates the cash flow to be able to do this. I'll show this to you in just a little bit. Now, what does this look like with regards to customers? So if I'm looking to make $500 per month, I need to decide what my marketing strategy is. So if I'm going to focus on nitric oxide therapy as my marketing strategy, the goal is to get people on the Jumbo Jar Plus One. That's the best value for them. And that's 170 CV. So it means that I'm going to need to build a customer base. Because if I've got a person on a Jumbo Jar Plus One, they're not going to go through a Jumbo Jar Plus One every month. If it's a husband and wife, they'll most likely go through it every 2 to 3 months. If it's an individual and they're doing 2 scoops, they'll go through it every 3 months. If they're doing something less than that, then it could be 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 months. It all depends upon how much of the product that they're using on a daily basis. So if I'm looking to build my business strategy on nitric oxide therapy and helping people get on the Jumbo Jar Plus One, where every time that they order, that's 170 CV, I'm going to most likely need to build a customer base of about 52 customers because they're all going to cycle at different times when they go to buy their next jumbo jar. And if I've got 52 customers, then I'm going to most likely see enough of them to buy on a monthly basis where I can then create that 2,150 CV of volume. If I'm going to work the immune system as my marketing strategy, then that's ProArginine Plus Immune Booster, which is $39 CV. I'm going to need 54 customers on a monthly basis buying one box of the Immune Booster. Again, it's a valid marketing strategy because we live in a world now that has come to realize and understand the value of having a good, robust immune system. And we have an excellent product, as we talked about last week in our Saturday presentation, that we have an excellent product designed to help boost the immune system. Every ingredient in ProArginine Plus Immune Booster is designed to enhance the immune system. If you combine that with ProArginine Plus, where it's $39 CV for Immune Booster, 60 CV for the ProArginine Plus, now I only need 22 customers that are taking one stick of Immune Booster and one stick of ProArginine Plus on a daily basis so that they can experience the 2-time boost that that combination gives. 2-time boost, meaning that Immune Booster will be twice as effective, and ProArginine Plus will be twice as effective. And now I just need 22 customers who are doing that combination of ProArginine Plus Immune Booster with ProArginine Plus. If I'm going to do natural energy of E9, then I need 33 customers on a monthly basis. I'm sorry, I need 65 customers on a monthly basis because the CV value is 33. So again, these numbers here help you to understand how you have to grow your customer base to be able to achieve the necessary CV on your Tracking Center 1 to earn the $500 a month in Elite Rebates. If I'm going to do weight management, people are most likely going to start with the Biome Core Kit, but they're not going to stay on the Biome Core Kit longer than 1, 2, most likely at the most 3 months. Most people will do Biome Core Kit for the first month, may opt for doing the second month, but the key is that when they go on the Biome Core Kit, the key is to help them make the most delicious health shake they've ever experienced through the Biome Shake, so that when they come to deciding how they're going to move forward to be able to maintain the health that they're feeling and the weight loss that they've gained, they're going to be on the Biome Shake. They're going to need 2 of those on a monthly basis. So that means that I'm generating 60 CV of volume. I need 35 customers doing that on a monthly basis to, again, generate my $500 in Elite Rebates because my CV value on my Tracking Center 1 is high enough to be able to do that. And then you can scale your business up or down depending upon your cash flow needs. So if a person's not as interested in, if $300 is what they want to make in their home-based business on a monthly basis, then you scale this down. If they want to make more than 500, then again, work towards the 500, and then you can begin to scale this up. So it helps a person to understand the amount of time and work that they have to put into developing their customer base. Now, this is a screenshot from a little over a year ago. So you can see I've built a large component within my Synergy business of customers. I have a large customer base. It didn't happen overnight. It grew over time. And you can see personal volume was 4,415 CV. Customer volume was 1,753. You add the 2 of them together, that was 6,168 CV minus the 150. So that meant that I was paid a 25% return on 6,018 CV, or just slightly over $1,500 in Elite Rebates for that month. I'm pretty consistent in my personal and customer volume. So you can see that that component, just that one component in the synergy compensation plan, can generate for me around $18,000 per year. That's nice extra income. Now, when we look at Barbados, it works differently than here in the United States. Retailing to customers does not work in the United States because people can buy at wholesale. But because of shipping costs and import taxes, it makes sense to sell to people directly in Barbados, because a person in Barbados buying from Synergy worldwide, Synergy will not ship it to Barbados. Synergy will ship it to a US zip code, and then from there, it's got to go to Barbados. So they've got an extra layer of shipping. And then once it comes into Barbados, they have taxes, additional taxes that they have to pay on that product. And so we have people on our morning presentation today that are in Barbados. You're able to buy Pro Arginine Plus and be able to bring it into Barbados at a significantly lower cost than individuals can buy it for. And you're able to sell it competitively in your marketplace, so that the difference between what you sell it for and what your actual cost of the product is, it's about $50 Barbados is the net profit that you earn per box. 10 customers times the $50 net profit creates for you $500 Barbados per month. And you now have an opportunity to scale this. So if I go back up to here, where we're talking Jumbo Jar Plus One from an Elite Rebate standpoint, and me needing 52 customers so that I can at least generate enough sales, 13, to be able to have the $500 US. If I come down here, if I had 52 customers in Barbados, because they're buying one box a month. They're not buying the jumbo jar in Barbados. They're buying a box, a 30-serving box. So if I've got 10 customers and I can then create $500 of net profit, well, 20 customers would create $1,000 net profit. 30 customers would create $1,500. 40 customers would create $2,000. 50 customers would create $2,500 Barbados per month. That's significant. $500 is significant. $500 Barbados would make a difference in people's lifestyles in Barbados. And now you can help a person better understand how they can begin to scale their business up by acquiring more customers who are using one or two boxes on a monthly basis, and then consistently servicing your customers, and then networking your customers to get referrals so that you can then continue to expand your customer base through referrals. And you can build your customer base from 10 to 20 to 30 to 40, depending upon how much money you want to make on a monthly basis just from your customers. So the customer component is key to creating the cash flow that you need to operate your Synergy business on a monthly basis. Every business needs cash flow, and your customer component is the place that you need to focus on to do that. Now, how do we create cash flow from distributors? Well, the goal is to reach the gold level and help your active distributors to reach the gold level. So what's the gold level in Synergy worldwide? Well, it's having 4,500 CV on your weak or lesser leg. So if I've got 4,500 CV on my weak or lesser leg, it means that my strong leg, the other leg, has to have at least 4,500 CV or more, which means that when we're looking at commissions from Synergy Worldwide, cash flow through basic commissions, it means that at the end of the month, I've got 4,500 in CV volume, organizational volume. Now, in terms of active distributors, if I'm helping my distributor understand how to build a customer base so that they've got 2,150 CV minus their threshold, or 2,000 CV, what does that represent to me? What does a distributor represent to me with regards to organizational volume? What that means is if I've got distributors underneath me and I can help them understand the need for customers to create cash flow for their Synergy business, then if I can help them understand how to build to 2,150 CV on their tracking center one, their organizational volume, they're underneath me on my left and right-hand side. When Synergy computes what it represents for basic commission, it would be the 21.5 minus the 150. So I've got 2,000 CV. 50% of that is then used to pay out basic commissions. So they would represent 1,000 CV plus the 150 threshold would go back in. So each distributor underneath me who's active and building a customer base, if they've got 2,150 CV, they represent in organizational volume 1,150 CV. So I need 4 distributors on each side. If I can help 4 distributors on my left and 4 distributors on my right build their customer base so that they're enjoying $500 in cash flow every month through their customers, they're then going to generate the required CV to help me get to this goal level. And what does that represent? Well, from a residual income, and I didn't catch that because I went through this document to pull that phrase out. So I'll have to clean that up. Residual income is no longer an acceptable term, not from Synergy Worldwide, but from the federal government. So residual income is a term that we can't use anymore. So that needs to be changed to additional cash flow. So I'll go in and change that. So that residual income is really additional cash flow. What is the additional cash flow that is created? Well, if I've got 4,500 CV times 7%, basic commission is always historically run between 7 to 8%, never been less than 7%. Typically, I don't remember it ever being higher than 8%. From a math standpoint, I just make it 7%. It's easier. So that represents $315 in basic commission. I'm not sure how much I'll make on mega matches from my individuals because I don't know what's going on underneath them. And I'll get $0 from leadership bonuses. So the duplication goal is to have these 8 active distributors help them to reach the gold level. So not only do I want to teach my active distributors how to build their customer base so that their customer base is creating for them $500 in cash flow through Elite Rebates, I also want them to help teach their distributors that they've brought into Synergy Worldwide to be able to do the same. And if they've got 4 on their left and 4 on their right that they've taught how to do this properly so that their distributors are creating that $500 in cash flow, then that most likely means that the volume on their tracking center one is high enough to be able to create the organizational volume to get them to the gold level. Now, if I've got a distributor underneath me who is at the gold level, then that means that that distributor on my left side, that means that they have underneath them 4,500 on their left side and 4,500 or more on their right side. So every gold person in my organization that's underneath me represents at least 9,000 CV or more in organizational volume. So if I've got 4 distributors on my left and 4 on my right that are all at the gold level, they're creating 36,000 CV of volume in organizational volume, 36,000 CV in organizational volume. Now, what does that look like in residual income? Well, my basic commission just went from $315 to $2,520 in basic commission. It's 36,000 CV times 7%. That's $2,520. My mega matches. Now I can understand at least what their minimum mega match is going to be. Their minimum mega match is going to be $315 per person. Now, the beauty of the synergy compensation plan is mega matches are awarded to you for every distributor that you've personally sponsored who earns a basic commission, as long as you're qualified on your Tracking Center 1. And if you built your customer base, you'll always be qualified. Then you earn a dollar for dollar match on the basic commission of every person that you've personally sponsored. Doesn't matter if they're on your weak leg or your strong leg. Does not matter if they're 1 generation from you or they're 1,000 generations away. If they earn a basic commission and you've sponsored them and you're qualified on your Tracking Center 1, then you earn a dollar for dollar match on their basic commission. So $315 times 8 active distributors who are at that level, that creates for you another $2,520 in mega matches. Plus, you are now earning leadership bonus. Leadership bonus is earning income, cash flow on your strong side volume that once you're above 6,000 CV on your weak leg, you start earning cash flow on your strong leg called leadership bonus. So in this case, it's a chart. I'm not going to show you the chart, but at the level of 36,000 CV on my strong leg, I'm getting 1% of that, or $360 in leadership bonus. When I add all those 3 things up, just looking at my cash flow, my additional cash flow that I've created through my synergy organization, that's now $5,400 per month, or $64,800 per year. And if I'm creating $500 in Elite Rebates, that's another $6,000 per year in Elite Rebates. That, when you combine the 2 of them, is now generating for me almost $71,000 per year in income through my synergy business. Now, a lot of people work full-time. So here in the United States, what does full-time work look like? Well, the average American household income, and this is for last year, 2020. So this is the most current information that I could find, is that the average real medium household income for the United States was $67,521. And that's a 40-hour work week. Some people make more than that. A lot of people make less than that, but that's the average. And they go to work every day. And they put up with a lot of things every day. Well, if you want to achieve that level of income, then you need to do the same thing. You need to go to work every day. You need to treat your synergy business like a real business opportunity. It means that you need to put in the time necessary to build your synergy business, to build your customer base, to create that needed cash flow so that you can operate your synergy business every month. And then help your active distributors build their customer base, to help them create the needed cash flow, to help them stay active and committed to their synergy business. And the other thing that it does, it helps you create a business story. And you can then use that business story, just like you use your product story, to help people understand the value of the synergy product for how it has helped you with your health concerns, you can now create your business story to help people understand how your synergy business has helped you with your financial health. And then that business story will help you recruit people who want to become active distributors and then implement their marketing plan so that they can create their customer base and the cash flow that comes from that customer base to operate their synergy business, and then be able to find distributors who want to come into Synergy Worldwide and do the same thing. And again, they can borrow your business story to help them while they're creating their own business story, to the point where now they can share their business story. Yeah, I had a great sponsor in Synergy Worldwide. My sponsor helped me understand the value of customers. So my sponsor helped me be able to develop a marketing strategy that helped me create my customer base, that helped me create my cash flow. Our goal was $500 a month in cash flow. I can tell you I've now achieved that. And I'm planning to continue to increase that by bringing more customers into my synergy business. And then my sponsor helped me understand how to teach that same thing down to the people that were interested in the business so that I could help them do the same thing. He helped me to understand proper sponsoring and placement techniques so that my synergy organization is balanced. And as I'm helping the people that I've brought into Synergy Worldwide understand the value of customers to create the cash flow to operate their synergy business, they're doing the same thing. They're creating their customer base, which is creating organizational volume, allowing me to tap into the other parts of the synergy compensation plan, basic commissions and mega matches. And now I'm continuing to see additional cash flow coming to me, not just from my customers, but also coming through my distributor base because of the customers that they've acquired who are now using these synergy products to help their customers improve their health, just like I've helped my customers improve their health. And again, all we do is we repeat the same process down through our organization. And if you decide to join me in Synergy Worldwide, I'll help you understand how to choose your marketing strategy, how to begin to implement resources that we have to grow your customer base so that we can grow your cash flow through Elite Rebates, or in Barbados, to grow your cash flow by directly selling to people. And then some of those people in Barbados that you're selling to, you think they might want to get an extra $500 a month by having their own synergy business. Now you have the opportunity to bring them into Synergy Worldwide, properly placed underneath you, and you can then begin to teach them how to be able to get the product into the island at the least cost possible so that they can sell it competitively in the marketplace, earn their $50 a box, build their customer base to 10, 20, 30, 40 customers on a monthly basis. And then as they're buying product from Synergy Worldwide to meet their needs, they're creating organizational volume underneath you that then helps you begin to tap into additional cash flow through basic commissions, mega matches, and eventually leadership bonuses. So with that said, do I have any questions from anyone with regards to the information I've shared with you today? And the document that I'm using here, this PDF, I'll clean up this residual income that I missed when I was going through this so that it says additional cash flow. And I'll create this PDF, and I'll make this PDF available when I send this out in the Tuesday newsletter with the recording of today's presentation. So do I have any questions from anyone before we say goodbye today?
Hello, Dan, it's Donald.
Yes, Donald?
Absolutely. No questions from me at this time, but excellent presentation. And this kind of presentation is done by Les Brown, and it's not, which is not better than this. This is our presentation, and it's well put over. I thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. I'm in good company if it's Les Brown.
I'm Jim Rome.
Okay. Anyone else before we say goodbye? All right. I want to thank you for your time today. We'll be back next Saturday. I'm pretty sure it's Bob and Judy will be doing their leadership development series using the material from Synergy Worldwide. And I think it's session number 5 from the Prosperity Workbook that Synergy Worldwide has. So thank you, everyone. Enjoy your weekend.